welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick video because I always get this type of question in my Instagram DM and on comments on YouTube and things like this, is how to become a nutritionist and how I became a qualified nutritionist. So basically I've always been really interested in nutrition and health. I've always grown up really healthy, our family's really healthy, we enjoy eating healthy food, so I already kind of had that ingrained into myself. So I decided when I was about 17, 18 that I wanted to do a degree in nutrition. The first thing I did was look for an accredited course. Originally I was going to study back in Ireland, however I actually got an opportunity to go and study in Scotland in RGU where I did my degree. So to become a nutritionist, it's highly recommended that you do a degree in nutrition. You know, nearly most of the time you can't really become a qualified nutritionist unless you do a degree in it, like most professionals. If you want to become a lawyer, you kind of have to do a degree in law. So I did my degree in nutrition, which was 4 years, and the course that I did was accredited by the AFN, so it meant that as soon as I could leave, as soon as I graduated from my degree and from university, I could then practice as a nutritionist, and then I could register with the Association for Nutrition and become part of the Nutrition Society as well. So I applied and then I got into RGU, and then I did my 4-year course studying up in Scotland. In my last year I obviously did my research project, my dissertation, and then I graduated and became a qualified nutritionist. But in my last year I always knew I kind of wanted to set up my own nutrition business and to be kind of my own boss and to be able to help people get a little bit healthier and work kind of in public health as well. So I registered my business and I set it up. I got information from lawyers, from accountants, from other people that had set up business, got as much help and really got out there and tried to get as much information as possible and as much help as possible. So I set up and registered my business, as I said, and then as soon as I graduated, I started taking on clients and helping clients with things like getting healthier, just looking at their diet, making recommendations for things that maybe they could change to help them feel and look better. And ever since graduating then, I've started taking on more and more clients. I'm working with amazing people doing my kind of online programs, so I have that kind of flexibility to work with people from all corners of the world and work with clients from Australia and America and all these amazing places that I've experienced and worked with clients from. And then after moving down to London last year, I found an amazing clinic space that I can use whenever I kind of like, and whenever I have the time to, on the side of my full-time job. So I'm running my nutrition business kind of part-time, so I work a 9-to-5 job in health, and then I run the nutrition business kind of on the weekends, at my lunch times, after work, mostly because I absolutely love it and I love helping people, and you know, in the long run it will be something I do full-time, but for now it's just something that I absolutely love doing, and I'm kind of picking up more and more skills as I go along, as I develop and as I invest more time in my continued professional development. So doing things like extra courses, doing things like personal training courses, for example, which is next on the cards for me, so I can help my kind of clients not just on the healthy eating side of things, but also on the exercise recommendations and advice side of things as well. So I also wanted to talk quickly about why I chose to be a nutritionist over a dietitian. So a lot of people don't really know too much about the two differences between these. So nutritionist is more preventative health, making recommendations to ensure people are getting the things like their 5 a day, their recommended daily allowance of vitamins and important minerals and things like this, and preventing kind of health issues with a terrible diet. So for example, if I have a client that maybe comes to me with lower energy levels and just wants to get a little bit healthier, I can recommend them things to do, things to eat, maybe changes they can make to their diet to make them feel good and look good as well. And a lot of clients come to me looking to lose weight, or sorry, it just got really sunny. The world obviously loves me talking about the nutrition side of things. I don't know why, it's just gotten really sunny. But yeah, so the nutrition side of things is more kind of preventative health and making people healthier, whereas a dietitian is more treatment of kind of diseases, illnesses, and prescribing diets to people. So for example, if you have something like diabetes or IBS, you can go to a dietitian and they can kind of prescribe you a certain diet and kind of treat a disease or an illness or a symptom that's a little bit more on the medical side of things and advise you from there. But for me, I always knew that kind of working in a clinical setting was a little bit more down the line of who I am and kind of what I want to do, in terms of maybe working in a more medical setting in a hospital, for example. But that was just my own point of view, and I've got some amazing dietitians that I know who are pretty awesome. A lot of them are actually based in London, so I refer some of my clients, if they come to me and they have something that's out of my scope of practice and out of my kind of scope of practice to advise on, I can refer them out to a dietitian for depending on what they come to me with. What I also want to touch on quickly as well is just to be really, really careful who you're getting nutrition advice from. Even personal trainers, most of the time, aren't actually qualified to be handing out and selling diet plans, because that is the work of a nutritionist and a dietitian or a GP as well. So being careful and making sure that you're getting health and diet advice from a qualified individual, that they're inside their kind of own scope of practice. There's too many people nowadays just handing out diet advice that's not regulated, that has no scientific backing, they have no qualifications, they don't really know too much exactly what they're talking about, and the outcome of some of the advice that they might give that actually might be harmful to someone's health. So I see a lot of people on social media just, you know, administering nutrition advice to other people when they don't know anything about that person's health, their lifestyle, whether they have allergies or different health issues or things like this. There's so many different factors that go into administering health advice and nutrition advice to someone. And as a nutritionist and a dietitian, we have to look at someone's diet and all these different factors before we give out health advice. So that is really, really important, just making sure that if you are getting nutrition advice or health advice from someone, they are a professional and they have experience in that kind of scope of practice. So yeah guys, that was just a really, really quick video just explaining how to become a nutritionist. So to recap, if you are wanting to become a nutritionist, I would highly, highly recommend you going to university, unfortunately, to do your degree in nutrition, and making sure that the course that you're doing in nutrition is accredited by the AFN, which is the Association for Nutrition. And if you're doing a dietetics course, it's associated with the BDA, which is the British Dietetic Association, and you can check the registers there as well for qualified nutritionists and dietitians. So going to university, doing your degree in a nutritional kind of science or dietetics, and then making sure as well, when you are qualified, that you're really exposed in the industry, you're networking with other people, and you're making sure that you're always learning, and you're investing in continued professional development, so CPD, and you're making sure you're up to date with the latest research and what's going on around you in the health world as well. So if you are wanting some more advice and some more information about becoming a nutritionist, you can either pop a comment below, or you can follow me on Instagram at nourishedbykristen, and you can send me a DM or pop me a comment, and I should be able to help you there and point you in the right kind of direction. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the videos so you don't miss any. Thanks!